Hello everyone, welcome to Cyberpunk Dreams. I'm Colonel RPG, and I'm very happy to have you here with me as I check this game out. It's the beta version because I have been given early access, an early peek at this free-to-play game that is going to come out next month on the 14th, or at least it's planned to be released on the 14th of May, and I have links for you in the description if you want to check it out for yourself. So let's start a new game. We need to create our character, and we have the intimate name and the street name. So the intimate name is private and what close NPC contacts in the game will call you, and the public name must be unique and other players will be able to see it. So let's go with the public name with my name over here and the private name, Jim Rock, because why not? A beginning. You've crossed the Midwestern Badlands to be here. You've been sent. Others came before you. Others will no doubt follow. But right now, the mission is you. If only you knew what that mission was. And we can... Let's see. We have our character over here. Jim Rock, Colonel RPG. That's the one. We don't have upcoming events. We have a stranger. I wonder if this is our mission here. You're new to Cincy. New to the world. Not a lot of memory of what came before here, but you will remember. You will. And I think this is our option here. The city is spread before you. Cincinnati. Horizon to horizon. A vast sore squatting on the world. 24 million people, most of it lawless slum and favela. The last outpost of civilization on the edge of the Badlands. One of the most relevant cosmopolitan cities in the world. Is it any wonder you ended up here? You've been holed up in this vantage point for a few days now, watching, waiting, collecting yourself, getting ready to make your move. There will be no coming back from this one. The city has a hard border with the Badlands. Getting through will be the first of many challenges. So, burned out paradise. Drifting into this place, you have gained 1 basic binoculars. So, let's see. I don't think we have an inventory around here. We've gained 1 desert boots and 1 desert duster and 1 desert gear. Fantastic. The Badlands are bleak, the border bleaker, dust and the city behind. Guards drive armored patrols around the decaying no man's land, the stench of oil, minefields, razor wire. A border post here the same as everywhere. Heavy vehicle gate and full body turnstiles. A wide concrete apron, the city defending itself against the Badlands, losing slowly. And we can talk to the guards or explore. Let's talk to the guards first. If you want to get into the city, you'll have to get this over with sooner or later. The steps defines your character and gives you an initial weapon and equipment. And there's time enough for now. You will have to approach the guards sooner or later, but maybe sooner isn't your style. Let's explore first. The border town, dust, dirt, junk, people drifting in and out, things to be found. And fade behind the fear. I'm not actually sure what these things are. We are getting things on this side. Health and well-being. We're replete. That is our hunger status. We're full alert, or full alertness, I suppose. We have full alertness. And threats and hazards are at 0. So drifting into this place and echoes in the dirt. I can't actually click there. It's only these are just, I think, results of our options, and the forward is our options right there. And this is border town life. We have my mission to get into the city. Let's go back to the border posts. Impassive behind visors. No one gets past. Questions. Needs must. Time to get this over with. Let's talk. You approach. They eye you wearily. Another drifter in from the Badlands. Crazy people, crazy people. The guards, impassive behind thick visors. A heavy gate, dust and rust. Guns and landmines. Monofilament wire in glossy bundles. A guy in the background has a slugger instead of an arm. Probably swaps it for a different prosthetic when off duty. Mean-looking dogs, you suspect that they are trained to detect mutants, not drugs. I can't even tell what it is under all that dirt, says one. A shrug. Grit crunches as you prise off your goggles. Underneath, your character's sex will affect your experience in subtle and dramatic ways. You have to choose a sex now. Gender will come later. These bastards just want an easy answer. But remember that you're only choosing your physical form here. And it's not that simple. So we have 3 options over here. I assume this one is intersex. So let's go with sunburned, desert-bitten female. A shrug. More questions. Is that our portrait, or can we change that? I wonder later. Crash and burn over here. Your sex is now female. You have gained 1 desert goggles. Resilience has increased to 12. Charisma has increased to 12. Reflexes has increased to 11. And strength has dropped to 9. And we have your gender is now feminine at the moment. Obviously, we just haven't chosen it yet. The guard post any weapons. No one crosses the Badlands unarmed. What have you got slung around across your back? I would say a shotgun. Old, effective, nothing fancy. You show them the breach. It ain't loaded, but that's something you can sort out pretty damn quick. And I have gotten the Revington 870. You're seriously tooled up. People gonna notice. And you... Oh, this is like... obviously, this is a blind first look at the game. But this is like... This feels like Sunless Skies or Sunless Seas in terms of the choices and all that. It's basically the same kind of game, but obviously with a very different interface. Let's see. You now have rounds remaining at 7. You have gained 14... 12 gauge... I was getting 14, 12? No. Yeah, 12 gauge shotgun shells. And shot shells, as the game calls it, in the gray skies. You know, implants, anything goes. We just gotta ask. You can always buy more implants later, but they're expensive. Your first one is free. So we have... Oh, look at the picture. We have empathy enhancer, enhanced retinas, fingertip razor blades, internal armor, pain controller. That's a cool one. Synthetic regulator, support system. Actually, we should look at that. This will improve your cunning and strength. The synthetic regulator. And the support system increases your stamina and reflexes. We have wrist slugs that will improve your strength. And a neural interface, a tiny nub behind your left ear, ready to plug into anything. The neural interface is a slot. It unlocks a new category of equipment. You can always choose one fitted later without spending credits, but having one now will allow you to access more advanced content more quickly. But I don't have enough credits for that. I thought the first one was free. Aw, that's the one that I kind of want. Enhanced retinas is probably pretty good. Increases my perception and reflexes. For a shotgun wielder, badass, I think that's going to be a good thing. A sharp sheen behind your eyes. Integrated wetware, which is the term for cyber enhancements. I think it's even used in Shadowrun, I think. Although they call it Chrome as well. Zoom capable, motion sensitive. They let you see things, let you stay alive. So we've gained enhanced retinas. We have gained, our perception has gone up to 12 rather, and our reflexes have gone up to 12. We can always click over here, I suppose, to see all those changes, and let's go forward. Yeah, we got that to ask as well. We don't let no freaks in here, no matter how normal you act. Shoot on sight policy inside the city limits. Well, having a mutation, he's talking about mutations. Having a mutation will make entry into Cincy very difficult, but can dramatically change your experience. Not recommended for first-time players. If you do go down this route, you will decide what your mutation is later on. So, don't risk it and nothing to hide. There is something. If you leave now, they'll leave you be. Oh. So basically, you can try to go in while being a mutant, or you can be a mutant and not try to go in. But here, I'm gonna go with no mutations, no unnatural hunger, pure human. Good. Don't want no freaks around here. Life. Period. So we're paving your way, and a land train rumbles out the gate. Biodiesel escorts. Okay, you're in. Grudgingly. If you've got the tax. The tax? So, mouse over the requirement icons. Do I not have money? It's 99. You have 0. Paying is what they want, but something tells you that you shouldn't leave just yet. You've at least got to explore the border town a little. You'll be back out here probably before long, and you'll need to know what is waiting for you. So that one is locked specifically because the requirement is not met. You can't have this set to anything. It's the fact that I'm a stranger. Oh, and also I don't have money. So then fuck off and come back when you have it. Work for it. Steal it. Sell your stuff. Sell your body. We don't care. Mouse over the requirements. Yep, so no cash. You turn and walk back into the border town. There are things to do here. Money to make. Perhaps you'll even find an alternative way in if you search hard enough. And you get... what? I wonder what that little bit over here is. 100 credits to get through. You need that. Road to nowhere. Okay. So, getting to the city is our mission. These are events then. Ooh, I really like this sort of flash and just sort of unblur of that thing. That's cool. I like that. And the guard post. The same as any other posts. Okay. So, paying your way. Let's click here. Is that the last one? No, it isn't. Okay. And then the guard post over here. The same as any other border post. Guards board a concrete bunker. Smart mines. Different options will appear here from time to time. Really? Enough people are so we can wait and watch. We can talk to the guards, I suppose, but... oh, that's a 68% chance of succeeding because of my charisma. You need maximum of 1. You have 0. To what? That's hostility to... The soundtrack is very Fallout-like, by the way. This one, anyway. Enough people are sitting and waiting. You won't stand out if you do the same. Cock an ear. Options like this can be useful, but there's more risk and reward to be found in the Border Town life deck. Life deck? Wait, let me try and clear my hand and see what that does. Your hand is already empty. Yeah. We also have weapons over here. Primary weapon. That's all good. Let's go back into the story. And 77% chance to succeed. Alertness 100%. Let's wait. Time spent standing around in the cold and the damp. Mud on your boots. Something inspires you to wander off in a particular direction. You're not even sure what. You find a jeep, recently abandoned, engine burned out. Useful parts to be found here. You take what you can. The rest will be gone within a day or two max. And so I got 9 spare parts. That's pretty decent. Alertness test passed and perception test passed. That's pretty cool. So, let's see. We can just keep doing that. Let's talk to the guards and see what happens here. One of them seems to be in the mood. He heard something from someone about some experiment left out in the desert, unclaimed. You'll be able to find it. And you have gained 2 rumors of Cincy Border Town. Okay. That doesn't change this. So what I probably want is to... so this is this area. Oh, you can just go in and out at any time. That's pretty decent. Dragging and dropping doesn't seem to do anything. So, no cash. That is true. Let's go into this one. The only catch is that there seem to be a few ways through. And you're guessing they're not all created equal. There are indeed a few ways in. Paying cash is the easiest and won't cause any hassle once you're through, recommended for new players. You can also get through the border, with or without the help of a certain band of smugglers. This is potentially dangerous and could have repercussions. There's a third route that you can discover for yourself if you haven't already. Horizon, okay, so the rumors themselves, I don't think they're going to be immediately useful, unless I'm missing some interface here that allows me to go back into the wasteland or something. Let's just wait again. People drift in and out all day, and an occasional armored car or jeep driving out into the Badlands. You hear a whisper, maybe where someone's left a pile of junk or something else, maybe something useful. And I've got another rumor. Oh, I see. So we failed the perception test, but not the alertness test. Nothing happening. A bit patch of boredom, sitting right outside the city. You wander off. Maybe there'll be something worth doing or seeing later. Bend when the wind blows. Don't snap. It's a reference to reeds. So, we're wandering off, but nothing is happening here. Oh, clicking up here does this. This is my hand, I would say. No, it isn't. But there's things in here, buried in ash. Hundreds of people coming and going all the time. Stuff left behind. forgotten, dumped, or deliberately put away. You start kicking at the embers of a campfire, not long abandoned. Not much. Got to get through. You know why? It just isn't quite the time to think about it yet. And looks like summer. This place is either too damn hot or too damn cold. A few days of bearable weather while the seasons change, but they change fast. Spring and autumn just don't exist anymore. And let's go with the buried in ash, because I think that's where we get to use our... potentially our rumors. You start kicking at the embers of a campfire not long abandoned. Not much else around. And you're not sure what brought you over here. But yeah, there's something here. Picking it out. Some kind of ring. Heavy. Skull. Yeah. Makes you wonder what else went into this fire and didn't make it out. You pour a little water onto it until it stops hissing. It might not be your usual style, but you can't help slipping it on. Just to try. A perfect fit. Yeah. You were lucky to find it. Most stuff gets scavenged almost immediately. Or was it luck? Maybe it was meant for you. And this item has been auto-equipped for you, but you can take it off or on and off on the outfit tab. Oh, now we have that. Okay, the accessories and rings slot are always open, but others need specific situations to be usable. And what do we have over here? We have the ring over here that adds a bunch of things. To intimidation, unarmed, goth, and kingpin. The two first are skills, the second two are styles. Cool. Okay. Oh, we can't go back to that one. Let's go with the summer here. The seasons. Yeah, since these seasons are sharp, abrupt, or so you've heard. Heard? It's more like you can feel it in your bones. Like you just know. And yeah, you've arrived here during summer. There's no height of that. It just is. A blanket of heat and humidity that squats over the city until it's time for winter. And when that happens, forget about autumn. The temperature plummets within days. Or so you've heard. So I have now a temperature of 86. And I have gained one sleeveless jacket. So this is just us. Oh, wait a minute. That's a different type of thing. We have the Desert Duster that is currently equipped. Long, hard-wearing, surprisingly cool. You can definitely keep a weapon hidden under this, too. Possibly not a Remington shotgun, but still. And light, comfortable, lots of pockets. So, combat in the city. Oh, it's just better for combat in the city, then. Dress to party, -3. Dress to impress, -1. Although this is not necessarily better. So, double-click, right-click. Slot locked. Wait, really? What does that mean? Huh. I wonder why. Maybe I can't use it. Okay. Gotta get through, let's do it. But it's in the back of your mind, always. Your mission, the reason you crossed the Badlands to get here. You're not just a random wanderer, not just a desperate hopeful. You were sent. Sent to complete a goal, a mission here in Cincinnati, greatest of the border cities. Over 24 million people's worth of sprawling slum and glittering towers. Pimps, players, and the biggest corporations on Earth. Your personal heaven or your personal hell. It doesn't matter. What matters is your mission. And you have gained one rare insight. And maybe now a little bit of money? I can't. I don't have it, so no cash. Nothing happens here in the border post either. So I need to click there again to give me more? Okay, so this is just a series of events. We can explore the town, dust everywhere, bigger than the first glance. Your first priority should be raising your familiarity. Things to learn, more dust on your boots. Just once, let's go. The town is more Badlands than city. Interstitial, temporary, halfway between, built from needs. The rent-a-cops, the security firms, they don't come out here. Anything goes, anything can happen. But not everything does. Everyone here is here because they can't get in. The town serves needs, and needs are profits. Rough, hard, earned profits. A certain camaraderie. And I've gained one familiarity with the Cincy border town and one rumor. Again, we're just going up on rumors, that's pretty good. And then the last thread, your last connection with what came before, your training for this mission, your instructions, your entire life. They have all been set to fade like a dream until they were needed. Triggered memory blocks, carefully constructed, but in your pocket, just a scrap of paper. Martha, your handwriting. That's all it says. Your instinct is to set this thing alight. You shouldn't really have it in the first place. It's too risky, too dangerous, but you can't let go of this one last thread. We're gonna stash that, and we gain 1 nanite shot. What the hell is that? Can we tell? Not from here. You fold it up tight and slide it back into your pocket, pushing it deep. Your hand brushes against something else in there. At least your masters didn't send you completely unprepared. Thin pall of smoke in the air, not even worth reaching for a mask. Oh, that's what I got then. That's I found it in my pocket. Another footstep, then another, and another, as if you haven't walked enough. That could be a metaphor for this whole fucking place. In this case, though, you notice a couple of guys picking over a pile of rubble. Could be something useful in there. Neither of them even seem to notice you. They just keep on talking and scuffing around. You don't overhear anything useful. They're just talking about back east, time spent in the drowned cities. As to how they ended up on this side of the border over by Cincy, anybody's guess. You pick up a fair haul of stuff while listening in, and we gain, just junk, which is not the same as we had before. Can we tell what we have over here? Specifically our junk. Where it could be. I don't know. Maybe over here? No inventory. Okay, let's go for another one then. Ooh. Going off. 1 minute you're walking around the edge of the concrete apron surrounding the guard post, back into what passes for streets in this place. The next, you're on your face, spitting blood out of your mouth. A quick inventory. You're battered, not broken, no teeth missing. You just bit your tongue a little. Grit and dust flies off your coat as you roll into cover, instincts taking over. Let's do it. You're not sure you can say the same for everyone else on the scene. As the ringing in your ears diminishes, you can make out screaming over the heavy thud of Tower's automatic slug guns. And now I have stuff over here. We also have a bunch of boost stuff. What is going on? You have now going off into the border town at 1, which I am doing, basically the sets. That means that I have that. And you have an injury and high adrenaline, propensity adrenaline at 15. And influence adrenaline has increased. You now have under the influence of adrenaline. Feeling tetchy? Huh. Looking for a fight. And you now have boosted reflexes at 2 and stamina and strength at 1. Let's go. Caught in the middle of some crazy-ass firefight straight after getting here. Bad timing or what? Yeah, what happened? An explosion, obviously. An attack on the guard post. But was it a suicide bomb or a car bomb or something else? You look back over your memory of the last few minutes while cowering in your little makeshift foxhole. It's not much more than a pile of rubble with a hole conveniently on the safe side. You squirm down slightly more. A piece of rebar presses against your thigh. The automated turret slugger that Tower have by the gate opened up as soon as the explosion went off. You assume they're automated anyway. There could be a human operator somewhere. There's a rattle of automatic weapons fire coming from the other direction. At least a couple of people firing, if not more. You don't know exactly what it is, but it's nothing heavy. No one seems to be hitting anything save for innocents caught in the crossfire. There are a number of bodies draped over the concrete, some moving, some not. As for the original attack, you wouldn't swear to it, but you think it was a couple of rocket-propelled grenades, fired from the same direction of that automatic weapons fire. So, not a car bomb. And now we have explosive skills at 1. We have going off into the border town at 2. That's it's not just a status. It's the stage. It's a part of the stage, or the stage of the mission, I should say. And you now have hardship at 1. You take another look over your rubble pile. Just a quick glance. There's still a lot of firing happening, but your ears could have told you that. You notice a kid, just a little toddler, sitting there a few yards away. You guess that's her mother next to her, lying in a growing pool of blood. The kid's screaming her head off. Those tower group cannons are going to end her if you don't do something. They look like they're just targeting anything that moves. And now we have psychosis at 1. Oh, wait a minute, that thing didn't last very long. The adrenaline hits leaving your system. Oh, that's real time then. Interesting. Or maybe it isn't. I don't know, but let's go. So what are you gonna do? You reckon you've got a decent chance of grabbing the kid and making it to cover again, if you want to try it. 60% chance, that's not too bad. Let's go for it. Probably could do it better with actual, adrenaline in my system. Fuck it. You're doing this. You don't give yourself time to think, roll out of your hole, and make a dash for it, keeping it low and fast. You can almost feel those sluggers rotating towards you. The kid's in your arms, somehow, screaming louder than ever, screaming for her mama, but her mama ain't coming back. You caught a glimpse as you ran by, and she's got a hole in her chest bigger than your fist. Tower group work for sure. You'll end up the same way if you don't get back into cover fast. The rounds start to fall around you as you slide in behind a truck that was waiting in line for the road gate when all this kicked off. The windscreen's shattered, but you can't see any blood. Looks like the driver was this woman crouching behind the other wheel. You wince as the slugger pummels her vehicle into submission, but she just holds her arms out for the kid. Huh. So our injury has increased to 2. That's not going well. I now have thrill at 1, and have buzz at 1, and my morality at 2. Shouting. That's the only way you can talk. Never mind all the fighting, you've still got major ringing in your ears. Fuck, that was brave, the woman shouts at you. You think she's about to kiss you for a second, then she looks away and blows in the kid's ear. It seems to help. I was just psyching myself to make a dash for it when you appeared. Don't know if I would have make it. This is your first time for something like this? You nod in response. Well, shit. You must be new around here then. Ain't no saint. And we got going off into the border town at 5. I've gained more rumors. Now it's 6. And I have thrill at 2 as well. New around here? Yeah, that's for sure. But you can't believe it happens every day either. Nah, of course not, she shouts at you. But it ain't the first time either. And won't be the last. More gunfire, another fucking rocket. You think she'll stop talking given the noise and shouting, but all the adrenaline seems to have gotten to her. So here's how it is. There are these terrorist assholes who call themselves anarchists, but really all they do is try to fuck over Tower. That's capital T Tower, by the way. We've been talking about them in the game, but now I'm just realizing it's an actual faction, I think. All the fucking time, like it's personal. They're not trying to get in or any shit like that. They're just causing trouble. Big attacks like this ain't every day, but they're always up to something. So they're scum, right? But if you walked around here and took a look at the collateral damage after it's over, you'd find like 90% of the bodies with tower slugs in them. They're indiscriminate when they get it on. They just don't give a flying fuck. So these two groups of dipshits ain't as bad as each other. Tower's worse. A lot worse. Don't forget that if you want to survive around Cincy, man. Yeah. Time to run. Anyway, we'd better get the fuck out of here, man. Even if our cover holds, Tower is gonna start a sweep soon, and we don't want to get caught in that. 50% chance to. Well, let's go. Let's do it. You did bad. More of this madness, but you get what she means. Looks like she's gonna hang on to that kid. So if she reckons she can make it like that, you should damn well be able to as well. She just looks at you and nods, and you're off. Tower's heavy guns are pointed elsewhere, at least for now, but there's still a steady stream of rounds coming from the anarchists. You get the impression that pretty much everyone else in the vicinity is firing off pot shots at this point as well. Getting away from the heavy firefight isn't too bad, but you want to get far enough away that you're not gonna get caught up in anything that follows. So the first part is a mad zigzagging sprint. You figure that's where you got hit. A Tower group slug cannon would have killed you. This was something a lot lower caliber, maybe even a ricochet. Adrenaline drives you the rest of the way, plus being party-hauled along by your new companion. Parting ways. Shit, she says as you both slow down and stop. The kid's still with her, not screaming anymore, but looking totally terrified. Made it! Can't say the same for my truck, but you win some, you lose some. You looking to get into Cincy, by the way? Don't worry if you are. They'll get that mess sorted out and the gate open again in no time. They don't close that shit up for nothing. There's other gates and other ways in anyway, if you catch my drift. Oh, and don't worry about this here kid neither. She'll be okay. I know someone who can look after her. Orphan kids ain't exactly rare around here. Anyway, see you around. And with that, she turns and walks away. They make him tough out here, you guess. As for the kid, if Cincy's reputation is anything to go by, she's equally likely to get cut up for organs as she is given a home. You guess you'll never know. Maybe I will. I don't know. But for right now, this has been Cyberpunk Dreams. I really hope you've enjoyed it. Thank you so much for the developer for getting in touch and sending me a key so I could check it out early. I'm gonna say that the writing is impeccable. I really enjoy the pacing, I really enjoy the turns of phrases here and there, and it's very vivid as well, and sparse and efficient, and I love it. The writing is definitely a highlight for this. And the options, they seem to be there. Of course, you know, this is going for a RPG style choices and consequences sort of playthrough and type of gameplay, so it's very difficult to develop all the branching quest lines and all that sort of stuff. But yeah, I'm really glad to have checked out Cyberpunk Dreams. It really also sets the setting very well as being a cyberpunk setting. It's all the hallmarks are there, so yeah, it's off to a good start. I mean, I can't say that my character is off to a good start, but I guess we're gonna find out, or maybe. We'll see. For right now, thank you so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to leave a like and a comment, and subscribe if you're new to the channel. I play a lot of RPGs and other games that aren't necessarily RPGs. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.